Sunday, the 25th of June, and we're on the FTSE 100. So let's have a quick recap of this market from last week in relation to our Sunday analysis video, and then we'll have a look at the market for the trading week ahead. Okay, so last week we identified two main areas in this market. One right here, and one down here. So key levels of support down towards 7385 to 7375, and then up above from around about 7540 up to 7560. What we went over was that whilst within these levels, we could look for reactions from both areas, with the market in a small type of ranging movement. Now, coming into the start of the week last week, what you can see is the market pressed up toward these levels of resistance. On Tuesday, we had the reactions, and this has created a strong bearish movement on the FTSE 100. Now, we're just pressing down toward these key lows right here. What we're actually testing is the low right here from Friday the 9th of June, which during the trading week, basically all I went over with subscribers was that this was a potential target. So when selling, watch this level for potential reactions on the way down. What we can see is the market has came down a couple of times into those levels and then found bullish bounces. So coming into next week now, really we can actually raise this up and down to here. We're still within these key levels of support and resistance. For further movement on this market now, we're really waiting for a break of one of these areas. Going into next week, I'm still happy to look at resistance and support. What you will tend to find is that the market has came up and tested these levels. We've also tested down here. We've then came down, tested again, and we're testing down here once more. Sellers up at these levels, so longer term position holders will have their stops set just up above the highs. Buyers down here very likely have their stops set just below the lows. So what does that mean? Well, if we see the market breaking one of these levels, so what I'd be looking for was the market making that break, waiting for the pullback and then potential support, waiting for the break, the pullback and then potential resistance. Clearing out stops will likely help this market make a strong movement once it gets out of this key range. Now, if we're breaking up above the highs, very likely next move is up toward the all-time highs on the FTSE 100. If we're breaking down below these lows, really, you'd expect the market to be coming down at least into the 7330 levels. It's down here, before it started to find key levels of support. And then down below, much stronger levels, really from 7300 and downward. So next week, those are the main things. I am looking for resistance, I am looking for support, I'm watching for those potential breaks to get into either a long position or a short position. We also have, let's just mark this in, a level sitting right here at around about 7460 to 7450. See the market testing, and testing right here. Last week we had confirmation of this level on the 22nd of June. Now, if at the start of the week we do start to break above this level, we do have those levels only slightly higher that we have been going over for a number of weeks now. It's a little bit higher. It's up to these levels here. So for a move back up into the all-time highs, I'd really want to, the key resistance levels, I'd really want to see a break above both of these levels. But this is potentially a good area to look for that initial break, getting in early for bullish movements. And it's also a good area of resistance if we see the market pressing back up once again and testing.
Okay, guys, that is everything for this week. That's the main things that I'm looking at. Really, the key areas are still one here, one here. Whilst within these levels, I'm still happy to look at this market for sells and buys. If we start to break one of them, they become good levels for potential support and stronger moves up, potential resistance and stronger movements down. Okay, as always, I hope that was helpful. Hope you all have a good trading week next week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.